Hey guys, what is happening? So today we're going to be talking about similar figures, which now we just kind of have a term for it. It's what we've already been practicing, okay? Taking one object and dilating it, okay, to make either a bigger object or a smaller object that is still this exact same shape, just bigger or smaller, okay? So that's really what similar figures are, okay? Taking a shape and dilating it, okay? And this is the symbol that we use for similar, okay? So if two triangles are a dilation, that means they are similar to each other. It means they're exactly the same shape, okay? And one's just bigger or smaller. So they are similar, and we use this symbol right there. So let's just get warmed up really quick. Let me just tell you that triangle, here, let's do an example. Triangle JKL, all right, is similar to triangle MNO. All right, and we are going to find MN. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let me just draw a triangle really quick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw triangles so that you can tell immediately what side matches up with what side. Okay. And but then we're going to move into what do you do when you can't tell, okay? So let me just go ahead and draw these two triangles. So obviously you can tell what side matches up with what side. I drew it pretty clearly, okay? All right, and we'll just warm up with this one, okay? So you know that this triangle, JKL, is similar to this triangle, MNO, okay? One thing that you don't necessarily need to be aware of for this problem, but you should be aware of, is that JK, okay, matches up with MN. You see how that works? JK matches up with MN, okay? So it's clear from the picture, but it's even better to use this. What does JL match up with? Notice JL, well, it matches up with MO. JL matches up with MO. You notice that? Okay, so what we're going to do is just, because this is so easy, we'll just go ahead and warm up. We know that the 9 matches with the 40, okay? We know that the 13, I should say corresponds with MN. That's what we're trying to find, right? We're trying to find MN. So let me start here. Remember, we always want our missing term, or the X, right? I could put an X right there. Okay, we always want that guy up in the top left, right? We're gonna set up two ratios, okay? And we're gonna want that guy up in the top left. So the X corresponds with the 13. So you put the X with the 13. Okay, and then going back to this triangle over here, the 40 corresponds with the 9. So the 40 corresponds with the 9. Okay, and now all we have to do is multiply to the 13 on both sides, right? 13, they cancel, and then we multiply the 13 over here. Okay, so now we know that X equals, we have our 13 times the 40 divided by 9. Okay, now here's the thing that's a little bit different than last time when we met. I said do the division first. Okay, well, 13 divided by 9. Ooh, it doesn't go into it evenly. Okay, then try the 40 divided by 9. That doesn't go into it evenly either. Shoot. Okay, so what are we going to do? This is what we're going to do. Use our calculator, okay? Let me turn it on. All right, and I'm just going to go 13, right? Since nothing works, we're just going to go 13, right? 13, parentheses, and then 40 divided by 9. So 40 divided by 9, close parentheses, okay? And then just hit enter, okay? And look what I get. I get 57.777777777, blah, 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 okay? So here's what you're going to be expected to do in your homework. They want you to round 57.7777777, right? So X equals 57.777777777, 8. Okay, they want, in your homework, they're going to want you to round that to the nearest tenth. Okay, so that's this guy right there. That's the 10th spot. And what you do to round it is you look at the next spot over, in this case, the 100th spot. Since that number is 7, it's bigger than 5, you're going to round this number up. So your answer on the delta math is going to be x equals 57.8. Okay, that'll be the answer. All right, so that's the easy one. Let's do one that's more challenging. Here we go. Example. All right, so I know that HIJK, not a triangle anymore, but that doesn't matter, is similar to LMNO, okay? And we're going to find MN. All right, so here's our picture. Now this is where it gets a little weird, okay? Here's my first drawing, okay? And this is HIJK, okay, and I know that this is 17 and this is 24, okay, and it's similar to this guy, and I'm going to draw this all different, okay. Now, some of you guys are really good with visual spatial, some of you guys are really good at matching stuff up. That's cool, okay. This is L, M, N, O, okay, and I know that this is 54. All right, so here is, if you're not matching stuff up, if you're looking at this all cross-eyed, wonderful. I have a solution for you, okay? All right, so the first thing is we need to find, it says find MN, okay? So that's this guy right here, MN. So I'm just going to put an X here, okay? So what matches up with what? Does the X match up with the 24? Does the X match up with the 17? This one might be easy, but in case you're not seeing it, this is how you're going to do it. I'm going to look at this statement right up here. It says that this is similar to this, okay? Now watch this. Remember, I'm always going to have a ratio equals to a ratio, okay? That's what this is what I'm going after. I know that MN, okay, is what I'm looking for. So this is my X, right? My MN. I'm just going to put up here MN, okay? All right, now my MN, if you look up here, it says right here, MN. What does that match up with? MN matches up with IJ. Okay, so the MN matches up or corresponds with IJ. Okay, so we got this guy corresponds with this guy. All right, now let's go back to this guy. We have the 54. That's the ON. Okay, so the ON goes right here. We just need to find what it corresponds with. So look over here. We have the ON right there, okay? What does that match up with? It matches up with the JK or the KJ. So look over here. Do you see the KJ right there? JK, okay, KJ. So we'll put KJ right there. Now we're set. Now we're ready to go, okay? So now all you have to do is substitute what's written there for these guys. So for instance, MN, that's this guy, that's the X. So this is going to be X over IJ. Well, IJ is right here, that's 24. So X over 24 equals, now the ON, that's this guy, 54. So 54 over KJ, that's this guy, 17. Okay, and now we can move that 24 over, so multiply both sides by 24, okay, 24. And so X equals, we have our 24 times 54 over 17. Again, 24 divided by 17, that doesn't work. 54 divided by 17, that doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to use my calculator. Okay, so 24 parentheses 54 divided by 17, close parentheses, equals, there's the stinking decimal again, okay? So we have 17, so x equals, x equals 76. Let me move this to that side. There we go. X equals 76.23529,412. But again, your delta math is going to ask you to round it to the nearest tenth. That's this guy right there, okay? So this is going to be 76 point. Now since this is followed by a 3, that's less than 5, so this stays the 2, okay? So 76.2. All right, let's do one more example, then we'll get out of here. All right, here we go. Last example. I know that ABC, triangle ABC, is similar to triangle FDE, okay? And we are going to find, hang on one sec, we're going to find FD. Find FD, okay? All right, so here's why I'm showing you how to use this. I'm going to give you this triangle. Watch this. Okay. And this is A, B, C. Okay, and this is 12, and this is 16. All right, and then I'm going to give you this triangle that looks just like it. Okay. And this is F, this is D, and this is E, and this is 20. Okay. All right, so now I don't know what matches with what, okay? I'm guessing the 12 matches with the 20, but I don't know, okay? It's confusing to me. Does the 16 match with the 20? I don't know. I can't tell, okay? It's really like, for me, I don't get it. So this is what I'm going to do. We need to start with this is equal to this, right? Okay, we know we're going to start off with a ratio equals a ratio. This is called a proportion, right? Okay, so now let's look. We're trying to find FD, so we'll start here. FD, that's this guy right here. Okay, we're trying to find that guy, FD, so put an X there, okay? And FD, remember, you always want your X up here, so this is your FD, okay? FD. Now look up here. What does FD match up with? FD matches up with AB. So you're going to put AB right here, okay? All right, now look, so we already did the X, okay, matches up with the AB, okay? Now let's go back over here and we're going to go this guy. This is our other piece of information, the 20, so that's FE. So put an FE there, okay? And now let's look. Here's our F, here's our E. What does that match up with? FE, okay, matches up with AC. FE matches up with AC, so I'm going to put AC right there. Okay, once you have that, you're good to go. Okay, all right, so here we go. Let's do FD. FD was my X, so it's going to be X over AB. So what's AB? That's right there, that's 16. Okay, equals, what's my FE? That's 20. There's my FE, that's 20. Okay, over AC. Where's my AC? That's this guy right here. AC is 12, so we'll put a 12 there. Okay. All right, cool. So now multiply by your 16. Multiply by your 16. So X equals, because these cancel, right? So I got a 16 times 20 over 12. All right, now this can reduce. This can reduce, okay? Watch here, 16 divided by 12. Well, it doesn't really. You can reduce that, 4 goes into 16 4 times, 4 goes into 12 3 times, or you can do the 20 over 12, okay? 4 goes into 25 times, 4 goes into 12 3 times. There's a bunch of ways you can reduce that, okay? But since we're already using our calculator, we may as well, because the book said, or the Delta Math homework says you can write it as a decimal as long as you round it to the nearest tenth. Okay, so here we go. 16 parentheses 20 divided by 12, close parentheses, equals 26.66666. So X equals 26.666666667. And again, we want to round it to the nearest tenth. That's this guy. So look at this guy right here. That's greater than 5. Okay, so X equals 26.7. Okay, and that's it, guys. Hopefully that was helpful. If not, I'm always here in office hours. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.